Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the stream. I'm your host Ishkabibble Jenkins, and today I'm gonna give away $1 million and show pictures of pretty girls on the stream. I need to put that in the thumbnail. That's how it works. That's how clickbait works. Damn it. I've done it wrong again. Poop. Anyway, I want to show you guys something. There's a new version of ZBrush out, which is what you're looking at right now, but I want to show you this cool thing. So I'll show you some of the preset things, because this is how I'm going to do my packaging. I've decided. I was planning on using like the model assets to do the packaging anyway, but now I can do it even mo better. Watch this. Watch this coolness. Okay, I was just playing with the cat, so I'm out of breath. And I'm out of shape, so I'm out of breath. So there's all kinds of different options now for like these cool rendering filters. This one's one of my favorites, but it doesn't really work on solid grayscale stuff. But I'll show it to you anyway. Yeah, it doesn't really look great on that. But there's other cool ones too. Like you can do all kinds of things and create like really nice comic-y images of your work. And then you can modify these presets as well. So it's kind of awesome. I like this a lot. I like the blueprint look. There's a couple different ones. I like that right there. That's what's up. That's so cool looking. There's so many cool things. And then, like I said, you can modify them too. But I would need to figure out how to... I mean, I know how to do it physically. I don't know like which settings are any good. So that one's kind of cool like that. There's a lot of really cool... I like this one a lot. I had to change the... I just love the really contrasty outlines with this like kind of retro future vibe going on, but you can change it too. So like, let's dock this so that it's out of the way. I'll put it over here. So we could just change different things about it too. So like if we brought this over to here, maybe changed it to... Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. You know, you could just kind of spend a day and a half doing this kind of stuff, but I think that's okay. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be fun for me to play around with. Probably less fun for you guys to watch, but oh, you know what? Let me get this back to where it was roughly. Was that dark? No, it was light. I don't know what it was. Oh, okay, they reset automatically. So that's cool. I really like the blueprint looking ones the most. That one's more of like a sketch type look. And of course it would look better if I didn't just have it head on, but this is just to give you an idea. This would have been so much better when I was designing the t-shirts. Actually, I only did one, I think, so maybe it's not so big of a deal. But I had to make a t-shirt the one time with the ninja head on it, and I had to do all this manually. And it was a pain in the sphincter region. We'll just look at a couple more and then we'll quit. That one's not good. Some of them are a bit over the top as far as styling goes. So you have to kind of pick one and then tone it back a little bit. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's got a little bit of that like hacked digital vibe. I like that. That might be usable. Then like go in with Photoshop and make the visor green or red or whatever color it is gonna be. That's a good idea. That'd be a good packaging artwork. What else do we have? What's this? That's kind of cool. I haven't played with this very much, so it's kind of exciting for me to see it. Again, it'd be better if I had a colored image. It's very limited in what it can do for a solid grayscale image, but it's still kind of fun. I like that. Alright, what else do we have? My favorite is this one, though. I like not being able to see what I'm looking at. That's probably the best option. What are we gonna do today? I have to figure out what we're supposed to be working on today. Oh, look, it's coloring book almost. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Oh, that'd be really handy for me going into Photoshop and playing with colors, because it'll be faster for me to do that on there than it will be to do it in here, probably. Hmm. Trying to find another one that's mostly... That's kind of cool looking. No, it's not. Another one that's more outliney. This might be the only other option. Are those outlines the same? It's actually more accurately outlined than this version was. Because of the shadows. No, I guess that still works pretty well. That's so cool. Oh, that's gonna be handy. Alright, let's play around with a couple more and see what they look like. No, I don't like that. Perfect. Easter colors. I like this kind of whole lot, but at the same time, looks like a 3D glasses type thing. So I'm not in love with it. Are you planning on 3D printing? Yeah, here's the thing. I don't want your input though, John. Oh, because I'm gonna get things like this, and I'm gonna be like, no, that's stupid. You're not allowed to color my artwork anymore. I kind of like the way that has the squiggles all around it. 3D printing is part of the process. Yes, I've already printed some of the parts to test them. Maybe we'll work on that part tonight. Oh, that's cool. That's like a render, but kind of toonish at the same time. That's nice. I like that. I mean, they're all renders. Just like a basic render is what I meant. I could sit here and do this all day, and then I could go in and modify them to make them more how I want them to look. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm in the middle of working on it. Some of these would be good for me to do and then modify in Photoshop. Easier to do it than modify in here. That's kind of cool looking. I'm sure people are going to make up new ones and then I'll be able to download them. I wonder how that would look. Oh, by the way, there's folders now, guys. Let me get this out of here. There's folders now, so I can put like all the robot parts in one folder. I haven't done it yet, but they made some nice adjustments. There's some other really cool stuff which I haven't done yet. Have I done a prototype yet? No. I have to finish making them first. I will do a prototype, but as of right now, we are not at that stage. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's get some color going on here. See how it'll look. We're gonna turn on some different parts. Okay, let's turn off all the like I'll put the samurai stuff all in one folder, and I can one-click turn it all on and off. That's gonna be really handy. I love that head on the robot body, by the way. If anybody dislikes it, well, you're wrong. And I hate you. Oh boy. Oh man. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go sleeveless for this look. Oh, I should turn off the robot parts. Alright, once we're done playing around, I have to figure out what we're going to work on tonight. I was thinking about doing some of the articulation, but at the same time, I don't know that we need to do that step yet. So, I don't really want to. I was thinking about, since you guys haven't gotten to watch anything fun lately, from these streams I mean, we've been doing a lot of the more tedious stuff. Maybe we could do, let's do this. Maybe we could do a head sculpt. The mohawk one, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see if that's what you guys feel like doing before I decide. Let's turn on the fixes. But see, we still don't have a ton of color, so it's not going to be great for the rendering. But it'll do. Maybe it'll do. It'll be better than looking at the solid silver samurai. Let's use this. Let's give ourselves the most potential. And we will turn this off. Whoa, that's not what I clicked on. That's what I wanted. Oh, it used to put it straight to the top. They put it straight to the bottom? That's annoying. I have to get used to that. Oh well. That'll give us a good test for our rendering. Half and half arms, perhaps. I swear to God, Bloodstock, you have never paid attention to a single stream yet. If you were here, I'd get you in one of these, and I'd do this really hard. I swear to God, you have asked that question multiple times, and I have talked about it at least 10 times more than the number of times you have asked it. You're officially unallowed to speak to me ever again. Because apparently you don't pay attention to what I say, which means you don't care what I have to say, which hurts my feelings. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. For whatever reason, the way it has it set up now. It used to be when I would go here and select one, it would pop it to the top of the list. Now it's popping it to the bottom. Like, it's not moving in the list, but it's moving the list relative, and that's gonna drive me insane. Gosh, something tickling my nose. But seriously, Bloodstock. Seriously. Holy crap. Why do I keep hitting that button? Let's... Oh, do I have... Is this the adjusted one? Sure, hope so. Yeah, it has to be. I went through and redid everything, didn't I? But why do I have swords? There shouldn't be swords on there. Are those the adjusted swords? They look like it. That worries me a little bit. I don't remember adding swords. Hey, what's up, Matt Olson? Uh-oh. That worries me a lot. Did I do that? I don't remember adding swords in. Does anybody remember if I did the swords? Side katana, that's the old one. Asymmetrical hip, asymmetrical back. Hmm. 3D printing is part of the process. I'm a little worried now, guys. I feel like... I know I went through and redid all this stuff, but I'm not sure if this is the saved version of it, because I don't remember adding the crossed blades back in. Well, we'll check it in a second. Let's see if this looks any better, since it has some color on it at least. Oh, you know what? Let's move the light. Yeah, that one doesn't look good. Let's go back to here and see how that kind of thing looks. I like that. That looks cool. I like how you can see the veins just a little bit. Ooh, that's kind of nice. That would make for cool packaging artwork too. Oops. What else can we try? Why isn't it going? Oh, I know why. I have to click the BPR button first. Yeah, not loving that. Maybe it was pink and blue. I could do that later. I like that. That's kind of nice. Hey, what's up, Double Dandy? I need to go figure out what happened to the swords just to make sure I have the right file. Actually, well, I have the file, but this should be it, so if it's not it, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to check it, which I don't want to do. I'm stalling. John, stop appropriating their culture. Alright, a couple more, and then we will we'll quit doing this. Did I try this one yet? That'd be cool if it didn't have that texture on it. I wonder if I can figure out how to modify that. Are those just colors? Oh, I like that. I want to get rid of the tiling. No. Shit, which one was that? Was this? No. Okay, so the tiling has to be something else. What the heck? How do I get rid of that? I want to get rid of that tiling. Hey. Okay, it's not that. I don't know, I'll worry about it another time. Okay, let's check the swords. I need to turn that off though, so that when I render I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to save this real quick. I'm going to go grab one of the sword files. Okay, so we are going to take our main sword. Actually, we'll take that instead. .3D printing will be involved. I gotta go to the eye doctor again. My glasses are definitely not right. I'm getting tired of it. Been to the eye doctor so many times, and the regular doctor so many times. I'm just so sick of being sick and having problems. Alright, so I want to see if this piece down here is the same as that piece up there. That's going to be a kind of a pain in the ass. Actually, no, I guess we'll try it. This is probably not even going to tell me what I need to know. That's very worrisome. Shit. Alright, let's try something else. I swear I saved it, but now it's looking like I didn't save it, and that's not okay. See, I set it up so the swords pinch on the sides instead of the back, and I'm not sure. Alright, here's what we'll do. Let's take the sword over there and see. I guess I could check the stream. What a pain in the ass. How did I not remember what I did last time? I mean, I do remember what I did last time, but it doesn't seem like that's right. What the heck? Oh, man. The swords aren't an issue now. I swear to God I did it. I swear to God I did it. I'm gonna check real quick. Because I always save. Okay, we did the swords before I did these arm pads. Remember I added the arm pad thingies on the inside of the forearm? Yeah, they're gonna be articulated like a sumbitch. which is good. It's a lot of articulation. Okay, remember I did these forearm things as like the last thing I did before I started goofing around? That's what I did. So that means the sheaths have to be the right sheaths. Oh. Oh. Ah. It wasn't my fault. Well, it was, but only kind of. So if you look here, see the crossed sheath? This means I already did it. I fixed the sheath and it's good to go. Same thing down here for these two sheaths. And notice how I don't have any crossed swords or anything like that. Somehow, this file is the full file. This one is the one without any... Well, you don't care. You guys don't care. This is what we need. So we did do it. All right, everything's good. It wasn't my fault. It was my fault. But nowadays we don't have to take accountability for our actions. So, yeah. Okay. Hey, let's do a render quick with this right here. Let's just like angle it just like that. Do we have the double swords of any variety available? What do we have sword-wise? We need to throw some swords on them. What's this? Where's that? Okay, we'll leave that there. What the hell? And let's click it. Where's the solo hip sheath? Oh. That's not a hip sheath. There it is. That's the double one though. Where's the single? Did I not do a single? I know I did a single. Didn't I do a single? Alright, we got the one for the back. We got this one for the back. The double one for the hip. Did we not do a single one for the hip? There it is. Okay, so that's not exactly how it's gonna go, but well, let's do this then. Let's turn that off and turn on. It's still not quite right, is it? Shit! Everything's a pain in the butt. Everything's a pain in the butt. I'm gonna make a t-shirt that says that. I'm gonna wear it all the time because it's always true. I just wanted this sheath thing to be where I wanted it to be. But it's not. Alright, well, we'll just pretend. You guys think I should put a peg hole in that piece so it can accept a sheath too? Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll make like a little clip that slides on. Not gonna be enough room for that. We'll just leave it like that for now. Alright, we'll just pretend that's in the right position. Okay. Kind of cool looking. Okay, that's enough goofing around. So the swords are good, thankfully. I should delete these old swords and get them out of here before I screw something up. You know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. These swords have been a nightmare, and they're like the most basic thing on here. Well, let's do that. Let's let's get them out of here. Gosh, it's so hard to talk sometimes. Oh, that's what we were trying to decide last time, guys. You remember? We were trying to figure out what to do about the pegs. Round pegs or not round pegs? I could do round pegs for... Nope, that doesn't work. I was thinking about doing just a keyed peg for the crisscross one. But I'm also thinking if the peg is tight enough, it doesn't matter if it's just a round peg. I'm not doing the sheaths. I need to... Thanks, Toy Thief, if I didn't respond already. There is definitely something wrong with the prescription for my right eye. Round pegs or keyed pegs? That's the question. I'm leaning heavily towards round. One, they can never be screwed up. You can always just turn it. You know, if I key it and it's not right where you want it, then it's no good. So a round peg definitely is more practical. While I think about it, let's just make the peg first. And, round pegs are equally possible. I can pretty much make whatever you ask me to make on here. I could literally make anything you ask me to make. It might take a while. I might not be great at it, but I could do it. So... let's just make a peg. Let's just make a freaking peg and then we'll go from there. What's all this? Oh, those are, they have dots on the blank spots now. Okay. Insert a cylinder. Tony Vasquez. Round pegs might be a safe bet. That's the problem though, they're not a safe bet in every situation. They're a safe bet in some situations. That is the problem. I can't see what I'm doing because it's too dark. How about you try making less demands? Make Goku. Wee! Nope. Only because you squealed like a piggy at the end of your sentence, and I don't respond to farm animals. So you lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Name that movie for 10 bonus points. Should we go back to doing points? No, that has to be done on Twitch. I wonder if there's a way to implement a point system here on YouTube. I could have my own point system, I suppose. But that would be a pain in the ass. That would be a huge pain in the ass. Well, I guess we're not going to do points. Blame Twitch and actually blame YouTube for not having a point system. Alfonso, I have a bone to pick with you. You keep posting these photos on your Facebook thing Showing off how perfect your family is. You're making the rest of us look bad, man. You need to knock that off. Like pronto. Just pretend they don't exist in public. That's the best way to handle it, I think. Hey, here's something I want to talk about real quick. John just reminded me. So, John, I'm sorry if this offends you because I'm using you as the example. I have noticed an influx in the usage of the word less when the word fewer should be used. When you're talking about a quantity of things, fewer is the correct word. Nobody seems to use the word fewer anymore. And I'm talking like newscasters, although they're not exactly the benchmark for doing things the right way. Anything that I've seen lately that's like an official capacity, whether it's a TV show or somebody actually scripted it or whatever, nobody ever uses the right word, and it's driving me nuts. I don't understand it, and I don't get it because it shouldn't be... It should be the norm to use the right word. Nobody uses the right words anymore. You stop. Tony, are you having a problem right now? I think you are. I think you're having a wee bit of an issue here. Are you rolling around to get some pets? I can give you some pets, buddy. Hey, by the way, to the person who commented on my video today asking if it was my cat in the video, the hell is wrong with you? Who else would have a cat in my video? There's less people using the word fewer. I see what you did there, Mike D. I see what you did there. I don't appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate it. I'd rather you not, though. You gonna jump up? Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. You're not gonna do it, huh? Because a smaller amount of something is not counting quantity. An amount is a singular thing. There's less milk in the cup. There are fewer ice cubes in the cup. That's how it works. Don't start quoting things with me when you're using them incorrectly. I will grammar the shit out of you. Because I hate improper grammar. That's not to say I speak properly all the time. No, I don't. But things like that, like, I know my rules. Batman vs. TMNT trailer dropped. It looks pretty sweet. What the heck? Is that an anime or something? Do you get what I'm saying, though, John? There's less drink. There are fewer cubes. Plural and singular is how you figure that out. Because quantity for milk is still a singular thing. You don't have more milks in the cup. Hi, you're not in a good position for me to work right now. Climb up. Go ahead, climb up. Climb up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. That's a good boy. Put your ass down. Put your ass down. Okay, can I work with one hand? You'd think I'd be practiced at this point, but I'm not. Wow, that sounds like I'm making a sexual innuendo. I'm not. I'm referring to having the cat on my shoulder. Alright, don't think I can do this one-handed. Trying to figure out any way I could hit the buttons and press and use my hand at the same time, but I can't. Batman versus the TMNT is dumb. Batman would destroy the turtles. Because they're trained by Master Splinter, who is a rat, whereas Batman is like the best martial artist of all time in his own fiction. So... Hey, what's up, Super Mario? Can you make more ninjas? Do you know how many I've made already? I'm curious. John, you haven't responded. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because I can re-splain it if you prefer. But Jack, you're asking for more, and I'm not sure you know how many I've already made. I like that peg right there. I bet Daredevil would beat all 5 of them at the same time. I'll bet you Daredevil is Batman. Can you jump down now, please? You're cute and adorable and all, but I have to work. You are a good boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Here's another example, in case you're still confused. One of the news things I saw the other day was the lady said, there's less crimes being committed. Well, first of all, it shouldn't be theirs, it's there are, but it's fewer crimes. Because you're talking about the individual acts of crime. But if she had said there is less crime, singular, as in the idea of crime, then less is the right word. But fewer when you're talking about the amount of something, the quantity of individual units. What you just said, John, makes zero sense. I mean, it makes sense in its isolated instance, but not in the context of the conversation. Saying there's not as much milk in the cup is the same as saying there's less. That's correct. You wouldn't say there's fewer milk. There's less milk because it's a one singular item. Milk is a singular item, no matter how much you have of it. Singular item. If you're saying ice cubes, you don't say there's less. That's it. It's simple. It's fewer. Singular and plural. You can't disagree with it. You can't. It's not a matter of opinion. That's how it works. There's not as much ice cubes is not what you would say either. You can't say there's not as much cubes. I mean, you can, but that's not English. Do you get me? Or I don't think that's gonna. I don't think you're gonna get me. It sounds like you're being indignant. Obstinate. I actually don't think there's any benefit to having... No, that would allow for some flex. Yeah, that's good. We'll leave it like that. And in fact, what we'll do is we will cut this part. We'll round this part. We'll bevel it. Ooh. We'll bevel this a little bit. Yeah, that's a nice peg right there, I'll tell you. That'll do it, I think. I think we'll make it a little bit longer, just in case. Listen, if anybody knows about making things longer just in case, it's me. Wait a minute. We're not going to go too long because then I'm going to get kicked off of YouTube. The new Dumbo live-action film is by Tim Burton, stars Danny DeVito, Michael Keaton, and Colin Farrell, which leads me to my next thought. Colin Farrell as the new Batman. I can see that happening. You went 7 degrees of separation there, but I wouldn't mind that. I like Colin Farrell. He's a little bit of a small guy, though, so it doesn't quite suit Batman, but... I don't quite understand what you're saying, John. But it doesn't matter in this instance. The rule is fewer is for a quantity of individual items. There are fewer Skittles. There's less candy. Candy is a singular term which is made up of individual things. Right? So you don't say I have 10 candy. I have candy. I have 10 Skittles. So fewer is for the Skittles. Less is for the candy. Hopefully that clears it up. I wasn't expecting to do a lesson on grammar today, so if anybody's annoyed by that, well, you probably are a turd. A grammarless turd. Okay, so did we decide to go with the pegs? Should we do two ribs? On the peg, to make it fit tighter. 1 peg is probably good. 2 pegs is probably better. Or not pegs, but... let's do another. It's not going to hurt anything. It could hurt. But it probably won't. It'd be better if I could see what the hell I'm doing. We'll make this one a little narrow. Oh, you know what? Let's push this down so we can make them the same. Polygroup, polyloop. Move my arm forward. Go boop. And... nope, boop. There we go. Probably just do that like that. This is the kind of thing that may end up needing to be adjusted once the line is in production. But I think that should be a solid peg. 2 things holding it on. That gives you extra bite power. That should be good. Okay, now the question is, how long have I been in the toy industry? Well, that's a very broadly defined, loosely defined thing, I guess. Because people in the toy industry would probably say that I'm not in the toy industry. Oh, I'm so sad and lonely. Let's see. Let's start with one that'll be easy to work on. Let's start with this guy right here. And let's see if I can just replace that. This could be a total nightmare, guys. Total nightmare. It's going to make it a big-ass peg. Not an ass peg. You know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to rotate it like this. We're going to shrink it down. Like that. Turn on some transparency. Well, let's do this first. Let's get it kind of like lined up. This might be a dumb question. Remember, there are no dumb questions. Only dumb people. That you've already answered, but are you mass producing this figure for retail? Yes, but I'm not making a figure. I'm making a whole line of figures. Not a dumb question. Or a dumb person. I mean, I don't know. You could be. But I can't say just from that. From that alone. That's going to be a problem, I think. Let me see something here. Let's turn that piece off. Let's turn that piece on. Yeah, okay. How long have I been a toy maker? Well, I've been making customs for 10 years now, something like that. I've been doing this for 2. give or take. So I'm gonna have to make this big enough to eclipse what I've already got in there. Well, not specific pricing, but I'm aiming for $40 to $60. Okay, so that encompasses that, which could work. It's not that big that it's like gonna be a problem. Shoot. I hope. See, this is what I was worried about. If I have to go through and redo the pegs on everything, it's not hard to replace the peg itself, but the peg holes that I put into things those are going to be a problem. So that's why we're going to test it on this piece first. That's not how live Boolean's supposed to work. There we go. Let's talk. I thought we had a discussion about this. That's a big hole in the back for just a scabbard. Thanks for the support, Jack. Appreciate it. And Will, you can kiss my ass. Oh, there's no play testing involved. These are high-end collectibles. Sometimes I have problems speaking. Hey, Marina's on Twitch. Now, the question is that hole too big? I think it is. So maybe the solution to that is... make a peg for it? To fill it in? Why do we have little nubbins over here? What's going on with that? I'll have to smooth those out. That's a pretty big peg hole. That's a much smaller hole. I wish there was some way for me to fill that in effectively. I don't think there is. I'm also thinking the round peg might be too big for other parts. So, like, let's look at this one for instance. Oh, that's the issue. It's like, I know that's a circle. Why is it not circling up? It should be. There, that's pretty good. Well, I guess I could technically do it. If it works there, it'll work everywhere. Except for maybe the samurai part. Okay, the bigger the peg, the more effective it is. Okay, so it should be nice and tight. However, it's going to leave a big peg hole behind if you don't want to put something in there. So are you guys for that and then me just including a peg stopper? Or not? What are your thoughts? If I have to do that, it's going to take me a whole week probably. Because once I cut the holes out, they're not clean like they would have been originally. See how the mesh is? I mean, there's a slight chance I could do it. But, well, okay. This is probably our best chance at doing it, so we'll try it here, and if it works here, I can try it on a harder area. But it's unlikely that it'll work on more difficult areas. It's possible. I'm not expecting it to work, but it is possible. So if I delete that and then fill it, it might fill the hole smooth. I don't know. I'm gonna save it first, just in case. Yeah, so I guess it might work. It's gonna be a messy mesh, but I guess that doesn't really matter since I'm printing anyway. Alright, we'll give it a shot. What the hell? Worst thing that happens this way is we speak not English. We waste a little bit of time, is what I'm trying to say. Well, that's why I said I'd have a peg to fill the hole. Oh, so many jokes. So many jokes will not be told today. Okay, so if I delete hidden and try to close this, it might work. It might just freak out completely because it's way too dense to do this. I'm gonna do it with the mouse, so I don't have any. See how nasty that is? Holy crap, that added so many points. I guess it didn't do that many. 200,000 points just for this. I can probably reduce that though. I might be able to. No. There we go. That's even messier. I mean, it's less dense, but it's less messy at the same time. There's only one point in the middle. So let me see if I can... Hey, a person, let me see if I can color this in. Well, you know what? I just had an idea. I can cut the whole center out and just fill the hole. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. And if that works on this one, it might work on all of them. Ooh, this could be way, 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 way better. I'm redoing the holes because I messed them up by playing with them too much. No. I am not doing keyed pegs anymore because I like the versatility of not having keyed pegs. Like, if you have a sword scabbard on your hip, you need to be able to move that, you know? So if it's keyed in, you can't. Whereas if it's on a round peg, you can spin it around. Same thing for the back. So that's the plan. Alright, if this works, I'm going to be such a happy person. I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna. Dang it. Alright, you get out of here, blue guy. We don't need you. Let me hit this one too. Okay, so now if I delete hidden... if I delete the hidden and then I do... I don't really want to do auto groups. No, we don't want to do that. So then I do this. Then we do auto groups. Bring everything back. Make sure that's all by itself. Delete hidden. Now if we close this hole... Don't do a million things. Don't do a million... Yes, it didn't do a million things. Perfect. Alright, if I can do that everywhere, then we are golden. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, Tramp, I see what you did there. That's a sexual innuendo. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out nice. Alright, but what we're gonna do first is we're gonna click that. And do that. Oh yeah, so good. Oh, I'm so psyched. If I can do that everywhere, you have no idea how perfect that's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky. It's not the way my life has ever gone, but we're gonna give it a shot. I don't think we have, like on this one in particular, we have that option. But on this piece, I can just add a piece, so I don't really care about that. Yeah, so we'll ignore that one. Alright, so we did the back on none of the pieces yet, so let's start with this one. See, I'm thinking I'm not going to be so lucky here. I might have to just close the holes like normal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So we won't be as lucky. Also, I don't have room for the peg here, not as much. But we'll try it. I might have to get a little creative here. Let me see if I can do some... No, I can't. Well, I could. But does it matter? Probably not. See how janky these edges are? Do it. Hi from the US, person from Spain. Thanks. I appreciate it. Ooh, we don't want that many. I don't like that there, but we don't have much of a choice. We're going to be cutting it away anyway, so I'm not as worried about it. I still don't like it. See, there's a little bit of texture there, but it won't matter. It won't make a difference. And it'll allow us to do better work. Where's the... oh, I did it over here. I forgot I had to do the back also. See, this one having the round circle around it is what made it so good. And none of the other ones have that. So that's why it's going to be a problem. But we'll make it work. We'll waste a whole night doing it because that's the way things are around here. Alright, let's try it back here now. What the heck? What the heck? Oops. Alright, we can do this. That'll work. That got cut there when it didn't need to be. I mean, it technically needed it, but it's, if you looked at it, it's like the exact same plane, so I kind of didn't need to do it, but I did anyway because I have problems. So we'll do that. Now we will close that hole and carry on. So each one of these is going to have that little divot in there, but it's going to be getting cut out. And realistically, we're talking like a micron's worth of thickness. Not even a micron. I mean, more than a micron. Probably like maybe 50 microns. So I'm not real worried about it. 50 microns will not be noticeable to the average human being. There's a nice clean spot to work from right here. Is that a clean spot? It looks like it might be. No, it's not. There it is. So we clickety clickety, do this, bippity boppity, do that, hit brush, C. What material is that? It's not a metal, apparently. So maybe it's basic material? Yeah. So we just have a little nublet. I can live with a little nublet here or there. That'll be fine. And like I said, it's gonna be getting cut out anyway, so. Remember what I was talking to you about earlier, John, with Hanzo? Oh, man. I mean this in the nicest way possible, but it looks nothing like Ultraman. Nothing. Not even a little bit. Anthony, if you ever feel like live streaming Smash Brothers again, I know how to get everyone settled. Trust me on this one. You were one of the problems, weren't you? I feel like you were. But you're welcome to share your theory with the group. Chunk of cat hair just started floating around. Get out of here. Do you know what I'm talking about, John? Let's see if we can do this one. Did we do this one? We did do this one. Did I not color it? That can't, I guess it could just be doing that because, oh my gosh, because of the, yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm happy. This is working out well enough. Okay, happy me, happy me. We got this one done. We did the Vesti piece. Let's try this guy. Why are they all different groups? Why did that happen? I must have not... What a pain in the ass. What did I say earlier? I gotta make a shirt. Everything's a pain in the ass. All the time. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal. It's just... I have to do more work than I want to for every aspect of everything. And not like I don't want to do work, just like I shouldn't have to for certain things, but then I end up having to anyway. You guys know what I mean. If you've been around, you've witnessed it. And everybody's yelling at me yesterday on my Deadpool review. It comes with stickers. You didn't even review the stickers. I didn't get any freaking stickers in my pack. Just like mine was painted by Daredevil. I always get the defects and the QC issues. I didn't have stickers. I didn't know there were supposed to be stickers. That's not my fault. That's Hasbro's fault. They're like, no, you just missed them. No, I didn't have any stickers. See you later, Jack. Thanks for the support. Here every Tuesday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come back around more often, why don't you? Hang out. Be one of the dudes. Be one of the cool kids. Yeah, Jiren, you were definitely one of the problems. So, I mean, what you're saying isn't wrong. That would work, probably. But at the same time, you were one of the problems. So, I'm gonna just dismiss everything you just said. Not an open edge. Did I delete hidden? There we go. Why is my brush so big? Here we go. It's going. It's going. You can do it. You can do it. Oh no. I put lines in it, I think. Oh, only 2. Only 1. Yeah, we can delete that. I hate how it's so difficult to do that. There we go. Ooh, that one sealed up nice. You can't even see it a little bit. Heck yeah. Palo del Cabo, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what why you're suggesting stuff. What I'm doing is working exactly how I want it to. I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna watch this and paint your living room? Well, it's not like painting a living room is high detail. As long as you know how to roll the roller properly and which way to feather in, you'll be fine watching this at the same time. It might even inspire you. I've been told I'm quite inspiring. I inspire anger and hatred. Oh, people hate me. Let's do this one. I thought we did this one already. What is going on? I don't know why my nublets are nubbly over here. You see this? There's little lumpies. Just smooth them out. There we go. They're still slightly nubbly. I must have hit it on accident while I was doing something else. But again, we're talking, like, it's going to be only this big and made out of PVC, so nobody will ever see these issues. It's just me being a stickler for doing things the right way. Oh, please tell me that's not... If it's all the same poly group, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to do this one a different way. We're gonna do it ourselves. Come on. It's gonna be a little more textured, but I can clean it up a little bit. Are you gonna pre-order Zamas? Yes, I already have. Figure Arts has not shown a Jiren. Well, have fun, guys. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hey, what's up, Vic? Any plans for St. Patty's Day? I think I'm gonna watch Boondock Saints. No, I don't have plans for St. Patrick's Day. That's not a real thing. Unless you're Irish. And apparently Catholic too, I guess. But I am neither of those things. So, no. No plans. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit by doing some softening of edges. I think that'll help. It probably won't actually. Yeah, it won't hurt. So if I go to there, it might help. It might hurt. I don't know. I should probably cut like that corner off, but I'm not going to bother. But why would you want to buy Master Chief Collection on PC? That's what I want to know. Don't you already have Master Chief Collection? So I don't really see the draw there personally. Not only do I already have Master Chief Collection, but I've also already played all of those games ad infinitum. So I don't really have a desire to buy them again. I'm gonna see how this works before I do it the other way. See how much it stands out. It's not really that bad, is it? Like I said, I'm gonna be cutting it anyway, so I don't really care. But you know what I could do? No. Oh my gosh. If I take that. What the heck? Where'd it go? There we go. If I do that, and I think I can just ZBrush. If I freeze borders, let's double it. Let's see if that works. It should just ZBrush the blue part. They didn't say it's free if you have Game Pass. Not in the thing I read, and I read the thing from Waypoint. They did not say it's free to play on PC if you have Game Pass. Because Game Pass isn't on Steam. I don't think this is gonna work. I'm gonna abort it. It's not gonna work. I'll do some more manual work. Don't do that. Alright, let me see how it's gonna do it if I don't do it myself. I actually like that better. Do I think Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku? I guess, probably. Because at this point in the universe, he He seems to be significantly stronger than every other version of Goku. If I had to say, which I don't like these kind of topics of conversation because anybody involved in them looks like a dweeb. But and they're pointless. But if I had to pick, I'd say yes. Especially since Ultra Instinct isn't even attainable. I think the real question, oh, look at how much smoother that is. It's not perfect, but it's a lot smoother. So now we can do a little bit of smoothing even on top of that. And then when we cut it out, it'll be even better. I don't like how this one ended up being all one poly group. I don't know why I did that. It's gonna make it a nightmare to color in the future. Actually, I think polygroup it might do it for me, but whatever. Less money, obviously. What is that? What? This will get rid of that little nubbin that was sticking out. We don't need a nipple back there. In case I don't hide it all the way, this way there's no nipple showing. Just a little dimple. In fact, I can probably even get rid of the dimple. I don't really need to. What's wrong with me? Why do I have such a perfection mentality? I want to not. You know what, before we do that, let's just delete. We'll just leave it like that. I have to cut it out anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's fine. Moving on. Next one. Where are we? Did we do this one yet? No, we didn't. Oh, this one's gonna be a mess. Damn. Okay. Oh, I guess it won't be too bad. Yeah, it will. But that's okay. We'll make it work. It's what we do around here. See how this is raised up? That's going to make it difficult. But we'll just roll with the punches. Probably going to be cutting it all out anyway. Come on. There we go. Do it. No, I want fewer lines. Why is it constantly doing more lines? There we go. No lines. Why is it disappearing like that? Whatever. I don't care. Don't care, doesn't matter. Another one bites the dust. So we have this one's done. This one's done. That one's done. That one's done. That one doesn't need it. Is that it? That needs it. Ooh, this one's square. That'll be a lot easier. Well, almost. Let's just do this. I think there's a glitch in it. In the new ZBrush. It's not flipping like it's supposed to. It does sometimes. But not all the time. Weird. How do you design this stuff? I would be really confused and have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know. I just do. My opinion on Army Alphas is that I'm not going to provide an opinion on it. Only because I don't think it's appropriate for me to talk about a current Kickstarter while I'm developing something I'm going to be putting on Kickstarter. As you can see, there would be a perceived conflict of interest, even though I would be providing an objective, unbiased review based on my extensive knowledge of action figures. That's not how people would see it. I can't even get away with that with Hasbro, let alone another competitor, so I'm not going to make a comment on it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put extra lines in. Yes. Did it again. So maybe if I have to zoom out to do it, that's going to be annoying. Hopefully they fix that. Alright, well that was a lot easier than I expected. No, Trimpy's talking about a Kickstarter of action figures. I think we got them all, guys. No, we didn't. Wrong piece. Come on, pop in. Why isn't it doing it? How is it not an open edge? It is an open edge. There. You know how much it's bothering me to have these parts of the mesh that aren't right, even though I'm going to be cutting them out again anyway? It's physically irritating to me. Plus, didn't Goku fight Beerus and not lose? In that case, using your argument, Goku alone is stronger than everyone else. So, if Goku alone is stronger than everyone else, then when he fuses with Vegeta and they go blue, it's not even questionable. But I haven't watched the show, so I could be wrong about something there. But I don't think so, because he fought Beerus in Frieza. So, it shouldn't even be up for debate. Alright guys, we did it. Now it's time to shrink my peg. Captain Marvel would beat Broly because she would just have him arrested for sexual harassment. Oh man. Oh boy. That was a good one. That was a knee slapper if I ever heard one. Okay, where do we have this piece presently located? It should still be at the tippity-toppity of the back piece, which is where this piece... Where is it? This piece is? What the hell? Why did it disappear? What? Why are you here? Go away. Oh, it's down on the side now. Rats. I need to make sure we're still all squared up on this. Okay. I like how everybody's saying, look, the movie's making money. All you people were wrong. It's a great movie. It's not gonna not make money. It could have been the worst movie ever, but it's a Marvel movie that's leading up to Endgame. There's no way anybody wasn't gonna watch it, or everybody wasn't gonna watch it. Especially considering how fanboy-y Marvel movie people are, there was no chance of it not being successful. But, you know, the box office is an indication of quality. Sorry, I couldn't keep from laughing as I said that. People are so dumb. Oh, man. I'm just getting into it tonight. I didn't want to delete that yet. Let's bring it back. No, not that. You go back there. Let's bring the piece back here. Alright, can you guys stop talking about the whole Dragon Ball thing? It's getting annoying. You're talking about power levels for a shonen character. Do you realize the futility in that? Every single villain they ever fight is the strongest villain ever. Until the next one. Stop. You're done. You're cut off. None of this nerd shit around here. Not tolerating it. Freaking nerds. It's funny because I'm building action figures as I'm saying it, in case anybody missed that. But it's still also true. It's still also very, very true. Alright, one done. That's our new peg, guys. I hope you like it. I hope it works, more importantly. I wasn't joking. Stop. Stop. No more. duplicate. We're going to rename this one cross peg. And can I still get a whoop whoop? No, I'm just kidding. I got problems. Oh, can I get the other peg to get it to peg onto the other scabbard is what I was gonna say. But instead I say, can I get a whoop whoop? Because I thought that'd be funny. That's it, John. I think we're noticing a trend. Every time there's a heated debate about something, whether it be music or Dragon Ball, one individual is always there. Is this peg too big? No. The hole's going to be a little bit bigger, guys, but it needs to be in order for it to be functional. Every time somebody's having a fight with somebody, it's John. Oh, it's funny because it's true. Hey, what's up, Darkness? Julio Cortez. Have you thought of sculpting accessories, belts, guns, holsters, etc. for Legends and then selling them? Yes. I'd have to do too many for it to be profitable. I might have found a place, guys, that'll handle my Samus Aran accessories, though. I just don't think it's the right time for that now that they pushed Metroid Prime 4 back again. Trying to ruin my fun, those bastards. Alright, so this is going to be called ASIM back peg for the asymmetrical back sheet. That makes sense, as far as I can tell. And we're going to duplicate the cross peg again. And that one's going to go with the double. What is this piece for? Does it connect to one of these things? I don't remember. Double side sheath. Well, we know that's going to be going on the samurai. So we're going to get the samurai crotch piece out and take a gander. Let's rename this guy first. This is going to be double side peg. Is Kingdom Hearts 3 worth getting anyone? No. Even if you played the other games, you're going to be lost. I watched enough reviews on that game just out of curiosity to know that it's a terrible game overall. So don't fall for the hype. We need to turn this piece on and this piece on so that we can see. Why is there always cat hair stuck to my beard? Uh-oh. We only have an hour and 15 minutes left. Okay, so now we can see if that piece is actually for something. I don't think it is. Could be. Alright. Well, let's do this with this piece. We certainly don't need you. Delete hidden. Let's move this piece to where we would want it. I don't think we even need it, honestly. Well, it's too big, it's too much of a gap to not have it there at all. So we're gonna have to use it. Alright, let's turn off the crotch piece for now so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Turn that off too. What program is that? Oh my gosh. Gosh, dang it. Shit, read the title. It's called ZBrush. It's right in the title. Is there still a situation where the title doesn't display? End of question. That was the whole question. Is that a thing still? Because that's really freaking dumb if that's still a thing. I'm getting the sense that it's still a thing. Mike coming in to throw people under the bus. My kind of guy. Don't let him get away with nothing. That's nothing with an F, for those of you who are unclear. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just syncing this piece into this piece so that we can use it. And then I'll have to be cutting it up. Oh, maybe I won't. It might not be too deep. So that it'll actually be all part of the same scabbard piece, just so I can have something to put the peg onto. I wouldn't let John wield a Keyblade ever. One of his favorite things to do is to play Fallout 4. How can you trust someone like that? Correct answer. You can't. I didn't say you said it. I determined it. I wouldn't take your word for it anyway, because I can't trust you. Try to follow along. Do you think I should pre-order the SH Figure Arts Android 21? I mean, if you want to buy it, you should probably pre-order it. What piece is that? Why is it up there like that? Whatever. They're not even swords, those keyblades. Silly people making up swords that don't have edges on them. Alright, this should allow this to rotate enough. Should work, guys. I thinked on it real hard. And I think it's gonna be alright. So now we take this guy right here. Any joint suggestions? No, don't do drugs. What does that mean, any joint suggestions? Oh, I'm planning to make some figures to fill in the numerous holes figure company's lines. Any joint suggestions? What? Hey man, if you don't know how to make action figures, maybe you're going about the wrong activity. Know what I'm saying? Hey Fluffy. Hi buddy. Fluff's my buddy. He's all furry and shit. Hey mister. How you doing? You're a good looking kitty cat. Here, I'll move those for you. Go ahead and lay down, bud. Go ahead and lay down. It's that time of year where the cat just loses lumps of hair because he's shedding. Golly. That was a big one. Good thing you didn't eat that, huh, bud? Vic, play PUBG. I'm back to having fun in PUBG. You missed it, Vic. Oh my god, it was the best game ever. I had the best PUBG game anyone's ever had who isn't a pro player. It's official. I looked it up. I didn't actually, but it would have been true. Son of a bitch. Oh my gosh, is it gonna fit? It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. Play Mortal Kombat next month. I looked at that Mortal Kombat game. How many characters have guns in it? Holy crap. Is this gonna work? It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gotta work. Hey. Why is it doing that? That's why it's doing that, because I'm a Moor. Oh, we need to move that down. That is not going to hide that bit. Not that it really needs to. Yeah, Vic. Turn on your freaking notifications, you lame. Alright, we're gonna pull this down to right here. Maybe a little bit farther to hide my blemish. Put it like right there. It's pretty well centered, isn't it? It was a sick, and I don't use the word sick ever because I think it's a poor descriptive word. It's not a good adjective. But it was a sick stream. I had 2 fantastic games, and one of them resulted in a Pollo, I can't remember the word for dinner. Oh well, I tried. Are you going to be able to pre-order the SH Figuarts Zamas? It already went up, bro. They did a nasty thing. They posted it on their Twitter and on their Facebook page. And so only people that saw that, and maybe like Instagram and whatever, I don't know which else, but people saw those and pre-ordered them. And so it wasn't even up on their main page yet. So I didn't even see it. I got lucky and found, I mean, it came back up. And if it comes back up and stays up for any amount of time, I will, I'll post about it on Facebook and on YouTube like I usually do, but as of right now, I'm not holding my breath for that to happen. They did a sneaky. Oh sweet, that's lower. I can bring this thing down. Sweet Caroline, boop boop boop. That double barrel run almost ruined everything. Or got everything going, I'm not sure. Because right after that is when I did the awesomeness. Or did I get the win before I did the double barrel run? I don't remember now. After because I missed the win. That's a bummer. It was easily the best. I didn't take a single shot. Not one. I had a level 3 helmet, a level 3 vest, didn't take a single hit. And I killed 9 people. It was glorious. Should I get a Switch or Xbox One? Xbox One. For sure. Unless you like little kid games. The Switch has like no games on it. It has Smash Brothers, which is only good if you have multiple people to play with. Mario Odyssey, which was only mediocre, honestly. Compared to other Mario games, it's better than most, I guess. But it's not better than the good ones, like Sunshine or 64. And then there's Zelda, which I haven't played yet. But that's really it for the Switch. I don't have a 3D printer, and my name is not Antonio. I don't know what PUBG is. If it's on Game Pass or not, I mean... You know what I'm gonna do, actually. Let's do some stitching here. We don't need this. like this. Stitch. Yeah, that'll work. Or I could make it look a little cleaner. No, that'll be okay. We'll do it this way. I don't like that it's not like a real shape of any variety. I guess I could just make it round, huh? No, I think I'll leave it like this. That way from the top it looks okay, and from the front you won't even see it. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. So there's our peg for the side. That's weird. I wouldn't buy a console for Ultimate Alliance, honestly. I mean, those games are fairly basic games. They don't exactly have a lot of anything. I played the crap out of them when I was a kid, but I wouldn't buy a console for one. They have minimal substance. I mean, you might as well just play Diablo if you like that kind of game. Okay, there's one peg done. No, or one peg. 3 pegs done. Now we're gonna duplicate this one, and this is gonna be our single side peg. Which means it needs to go on there. which it already is because I'm a genius. Wonder if I can move that over a bit. That'd be really nice. Alright, it's gonna work on this for sure. Because there's nothing to get in the way. Oh, there is something to get in the way. Well, what the hell was I doing? Oh, that's because I moved things. Oh, I thought I was going crazy there for a minute. I might be. Did we ever put a peg in there? We didn't, huh? We should. Alright, what else has it? Nothing, right? No, just this. Alright, it looks like if we make this fit on here, it'll fit on the other thing. Alright, let's see how that works now with... Well, it'll be able to be rotated, so it should be okay. I missed part of the chat. There's an argument happening. Fight! Fight! You are gonna send me a 3D printer? Here's a test. Which kind of 3D printer? And you don't have time to look it up. Because I doubt very much you were going to do that. Monoprive MD. Monoprice MD? I'm not familiar with that. Or am I? I don't think I am. Yeah, Monoprice is like an Amazon cable brand, so I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's not Amazon, but like all the cables are on Monoprice, or on Amazon or Monoprice. Never heard of that. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, yeah, that kind of 3D printer doesn't really do anything effective. So you're better off selling it. If you're trying to get rid of one, that is. If you're being sincere, thanks for the offer, but I humbly, respectfully decline because I have no use for it. And if you're not being serious, it's perfect for figures. It's the opposite of that. It's not perfect for anything, honestly. Filament printers are not useful for really much of anything in terms of like professional work. Oh, I did cut a peg hole out of that. We didn't fix that one. Oh no. That's going to be a problem. Actually, no. I'm going to put a socket in it. Anyway. So that one's going to be at an angle. So we don't have to worry about that one. We'll make it fit this one. This is the one that it needs to fit, and it'll fit this one by default, probably too. Okay, so we make it fit this one. That's our plan. Let's hope it works. They're not good for prototyping unless you don't need anything to be anywhere near precise. They're not precise enough. They're good for prototyping if you're going to make something like a miniature coffee mug or something like that. But if you need to make sure that things are going to fit together properly or that the details are going to be doable, they're not. I do all my prototyping with a Form 2 printer. So, I mean, obviously, if you have a really good filament printer, it'll be more useful than a cheap one. I'm not saying there's no place for them, but it's a very small place. Alright, let's see how that is. If we leave that like that. Nope, 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 nope. A $150 printer is nowhere near capable of what a $5,000 printer is. There's just no reasonable argument against that. It's useful for certain things, but nothing that would be useful for me. Why are we having an argument about it? Why does everything need to be an argument about it? I'm tired of arguing about things. I don't want to argue about them. Any of them. Ever again. Okay, we wanted to test it on here. So that looks beautiful. Let's turn that on. And is it bumping? It's just bumping a little bit, but it'll be rotatable. Or I could just extend the peg. I think I want to make the peg go farther this way. I mean, let's be realistic. That's like comparing a Chevy Cavalier to a Ferrari. Yeah, they're both going to get the job done and they both have their uses, but they're not for the same type of job. They're not interchangeable things. Does that make sense? It should make sense. It does make sense. I know it does, because I said it. I wouldn't have said something that didn't make sense. Or would I? Okay, so that's going to be where that is for sure. So I could just... Maybe I should just do that. No, I don't think they're gonna screw it up. I think it's gonna have some issues if they don't change some stuff. That's what I'm concerned with. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I think I've changed my mind. We can delete this. We don't need that. Get out of here. And then it means we also don't need that. Get out of here. We can use that peg. Well, I guess I could have, well, we'll duplicate this. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll take the double side sheath, we're going to duplicate it, and we're going to get rid of the double part. And what that will do is give us our single side sheath, which should work on all the other iterations also. I hope. Okay, so we know everything works well with the samurai armor, which isn't our priority, but it happens to be what I needed to make sure it would. Actually, it's our priority, functionally speaking. Not figure-wise, though. Alright, let's try this. So an angled piece, yeah, I mean, that'll just peg in. So that'll be fine. Is it going to be too angled, though, I guess is a concern. It's possible. Alright, so we'll just put it there. And if we pop it out and we rotate it this way, the only thing that's going to be a concern is if it's just too steep of an angle to be functional. But I don't know, I'm not convinced that that's going to be a problem. So let's try it. That's pretty much how it would be seated. I think that'll do just fine. That's not too much of an angle. Oh wow, that's not even close to where I wanted it. What the hell? How did that happen? What did I seat it on? Oh, you silly goose. No wonder it fit. It's fitting into the thing that was already where it belonged. What a Moronsky. Okay, so it'll be on there like that, give or take. Now, is that too much of an angle? Probably. I would think that they would articulate this skirt for Zamasu. Is that too much of an angle, guys? What do you guys think? You guys are the professionals here. Let's put some body parts on it and see if it looks like it'll be okay. We're gonna do full-on body parts just so that we can tell. And I know it's gonna hit the arm. That's just the way it goes. Live with it. Oh, I don't like that it does that at the bottom. That's so annoying. Where are the boobies? There they are. Nope, I didn't turn on the right stuff. I'm so used to clicking different areas. Nope, that one went to the top. Well, maybe that's a bug that'll get sorted out. Ooh, I haven't tried it with these combinations. That one went to the top too. No, he needs boots for this look. I like it with the skinnier pants. Is the sword at too much of an angle though? I think so. Can you put a sword in it? That's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. I don't have a sword in this file though. We have to go get one. I think it is too angled, but I want to test it first. It wouldn't... I don't really mind, like, because some people wear their swords in funny poses in anime and things, so I don't care if it doesn't look terrible, but we're gonna find out. I need to save it first. Wish they could articulate with soft plastic. What? Huh? How did you just say to me? Let's go get a sword real quick. No. Buffalo Jack, what's up? Hinges and such on the soft rubber plastic. Ew, why would you want that? Also, it's just soft plastic. There's no rubber in an action figure, typically speaking. Well, there's the sword. It's sticking right out of his groin because that's the way swords work. That's pretty close to what it would look like. I guess that's probably too much of an angle. I mean, it's not terrible. I think I'd rather it not be so. But how can I make that work on the samurai armor then too? Let's try it. Oh. No, you're not supposed to be able to spin it around like a helicopter. Just enough to pose it. I'm trying to make it so that the one piece works on different pieces. So now I'm wondering... See, that's how it fits on the samurai piece. You know what? It doesn't have to be at such an angle. I guess it kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. What if... What if for the single one... Butterfly joints are almost impossible to make look good and be effective at the same time. And they're expensive. So for now, I'd rather spend the money on other parts of the project. Do you guys realize I'm making a whole line of action figures? Okay, I think that angle might work so that it's less angled here if I want to do a solo one. The double one's still fairly... No, it's kind of in the middle. It'll be fine though, because you can rotate the waist and the chest and bring the arm around. It'll be fine. Okay, so that one might just work. So let me duplicate that again. And let's turn back on. Well, let's turn off the samurai. Oops. And let's put this piece back on and see if it fits on here a little bit better. No. This is a ball hinge, so it only has a swivel going in here. So the vertical rotation is a swivel. There's a swivel at the bicep, that's what makes it a ball hinge, or a universal joint, and then you have the hinge that raises the arm. There's no play front to back with a ball hinge. I mean, you could do that, but then you'd have to have a huge gap, which I don't want. So, no, we're not going to have that. Honestly, for college, the cost of college is going to be far more than the cost of my action figures. Even if you bought the whole wave, I'm thinking at most you'd be looking at $400. And practically speaking, $400 is not I'm not saying you have to do it, obviously. I'm just saying, I mean, college is thousands and thousands of dollars. $400 is pizza money for the year. That's how I look at things anyway. Especially back when I was in college and didn't have real expenses to pay for. I mean, I paid for college, obviously, but you don't have a house and everything else. That cool because he likes Scorpion. What? There we go. I think we're gonna leave it like that. There's an angle to it, but not a crazy angle, so I think it'll be doable. I toned down the angle a little bit. And as far as someone saying it's more realistic, it's realistic for them to be on a flexible situation so you can move it around when you grab it. But they wouldn't have it facing in front of them while they're walking around, because then the back end of the sword would be banging into stuff as they're walking, you know? Hey, what's Albert? That's like textbook money. I feel you though. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it's also the amount of money you could spend on fast food or things like that. So, I mean, college is thousands and thousands of dollars. A few hundred's not going to make a difference. If you have that kind of money, of course. Again, I'm not making an argument that you should do it. I'm just saying that particular comparison isn't necessarily apropos if you were so inclined to buy the figures in the first place. And if you're not, well, then that's fine too. I probably didn't make myself very clear. It just sounds like I'm saying, give me your money. Which I am, but I'm saying it in a much nicer way. I'm saying if you wanted to give me your money, you could easily do it with the right budgeting. There, that's a better way of putting it. Alright, that's about where the sword's gonna be. Yeah, it's at an angle, but I don't think it's like too severe. I think it's reasonable. Yeah, that's fine. That is perfectly fine for me. I don't care. And as you rotate it up, so here I'll give you guys a quick demo of how this may work. So let's put that there. And then, hi buddy. Hi buddy. And then we'll do some of this. And some of that. So as you rotate it, it will be automatically at less of an angle. So if you wanted it to be up more, you could do that and it would be hanging straighter. You could go even farther if you wanted. And as you rotate it forward, it'll be at more of an angle because it is at a slight angle. But that should be perfectly fine for rotating at the abdominal section and reaching around like this to unsheath it. It's fine. The only problem is they would carry, so you carry your katana facing this way where the blade would be facing up in the scabbard. But as you unsheath it, you would generally kind of rotate it so that the curve goes behind you and you're unsheathing it sideways. Well, you can't do that obviously here, so it's still an action figure. But I think that'll work. That will be sufficient. Okay, so now we've got that done. So that's going to be our single side piece, which we already have. I don't need to do the duplication anymore, so we can delete the duplicate. Where can I buy your figures, or is it an ask and receive situation? No. No, there's going to be a Kickstarter, and then once the Kickstarter goes through, well, the people supporting the Kickstarter will be paying for their figures that way. But otherwise, it's just going to be the Kickstarter, and if there are other ones, I'll probably have them on Amazon or something like that. Maybe Big Bad will buy some, I don't know. But, no. I don't know anywhere there's an ask and receive situation for something like this. Alright, let's merge our pegs. I'm going to stand by what I just said. Let's merge our pegs. Single side peg, that's that. Alright. So then we will... Alright. One down. Trimp, you want a free one? You can have a free one. Did I not save one of the pegs as a separate piece? It didn't. Okay, well, whatever. We'll make the cross one a double. In case I screw up a peg, we're going to save this one as backup. Alright, so the cross peg, we're going to do this. We're going to apply. And it's going to get merged with the crossed sheath. I think I'll bring it forward just a bit. Oh, I can't believe it's not going through. I guess I can. Now, I'm thinking these pegs are not going to be big enough. So, I'm going to print them out first before I make any cuts, unlike last time. Why does that keep happening? That's got to be the most annoying thing. I'm going to tell them that it keeps happening and see if they can figure out why. It just dies for no reason. Like, it still says it's working. There, see if it works now. Actually, I can do it. I fixed it. I don't know if that'll stay fixed for next time, probably not. But at least I know how to fix it now. I like the lighting much better now too. I'm glad we were able to get everything sorted out this past weekend. Okay, another one bites the dust. Now we have to do that one. Did we do this one? I don't know if we made a peg for this one yet. Oh, we did. That's weird. John, if Tremp has to start using commas, you have to start spelling than with an A instead of an E. Ooh. Alright, there's another one done. Uno mas. Alright, so we got all of the scabbards pegged. We did all of our new pegging. We have to cut out the new pegs though. But I'm going to wait until I do a test print for that. Did we get anything else done? We spent all night doing that. Is that really all we got done? That couldn't have taken all night. I think it did. What's the scale on these figures? 1/12 scale. Only slightly bigger because none of the other action figure companies... Well, no, mine's going to be closer to accurate. I'm going to make them about 6.5 inches. So all of my ninjas are about 6.5 feet tall. Which is not quite realistic. But since Marvel Legends are all between 6.25 and 6.75 inches tall for the normal sized people, it's going to fit in with that. Alright, I think, I don't know what else to do at this point for today. We have 10 minutes only. I don't want to cut any pegs. We can delete this piece. Wonder how it would look with a robot torso. Like its armor. I don't think it's gonna look good, but I want to try it. Oh, I hope they fix that. That's frustrating. That piece always pops up in different places now. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Oh my gosh. It doesn't look terrible. I don't know if I like this idea, but I kind of like it. I don't hate it. I like that better. I wonder if I could replace that and that with that. Looks nothing like a Power Ranger, even the tiniest little bit. Chris, you missed literally the whole stream. I'm about to turn it off. So I guess not literally. Because you're here and you're seeing it. I kind of don't hate the diaper look on this, but I think I wouldn't prefer it. Because a crotch piece needs to be armored. That way you can protect your Ghibli bits. But let's just not do it for now. Let's see how he looks with the hip pads. Kind of like that. I'm thinking about replacing this part with just like a different type of thing. To use for different looks. Let's see if I can do that real quick, just to get an idea. Where do I find those parts normally? The ones I'm thinking of. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can use just about anything to get by for now. This piece. What's the difference between those two pieces? Oh my gosh, the suggestions are just too good. Actually, they're not. I don't want more suggestions. Especially if you're new. You don't know what I've already done, therefore you shouldn't be suggesting stuff. It's just reasonable. I'm thinking something like that might be a good alternative to the tassel. Not really a tassel, but that gives me some more option to make him more versatile. I would actually have it be more like this, and I would have to just cut out the middle part. But that way it kind of, I'd have it like this shape so that it goes over the belt. Oh my gosh. I know you guys are making jokes right now, but do you actually think it looks okay, or do you think it doesn't? I need to make this part fuller. I think if I insert a loop here. I think it'll work perfectly. I think that'll be a good alternative. Alright, good work guys. Let me save it and then we're going to call it a night. So as I say that, people are going to leave and I won't get to say goodbye, but that's okay. This... Oh my gosh. Matthew, you need to have a better attitude. People are telling you the stream is not about you, and you're getting mad that everybody's talking about you, when they're not talking about you. Alright, well, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you send me all your money, your firstborn child, and anything else you'd like to send me. Okay, bye.